à tous, c'est Trail pour la chaîne Imaginaire. On se retrouve pour la suite de nos aventures sur The Council, un jeu épisodique développé par un studio français. Pour l'instant, plutôt pas mal. On avait fait le premier chapitre qui consistait à arriver dans le manoir. On a rencontré George Washington et Emily, une duchesse anglaise, un cardinal. Dans le deuxième épisode, on a pu apercevoir Napoléon Bonaparte. Je suis pas certain que cet épisode soit super bien passé, mais bon, peu importe. Donc on va continuer la fin de ce chapitre. Voilà. Et on démarre le nouvel épisode.
Alright, in my vision yesterday I saw that Mother had this room before me. I'd better search the room, who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
Je me rends compte que j'ai pas choisi de bouquin. Ah ben voilà, mes lectures. Alors on a gagné un point de psychologie, on peut gagner un point en sciences. Ah c'est dommage, j'aurais pas dû... On va prendre étiquette, hop. De sciences, je viens de débloquer un niveau. Alors. La gelée royale, j'en avais bien besoin.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you.
Cher Monsieur de Richet, veuillez m'excuser si je ne peux pas me joindre à vous dans l'immédiat, mais soyez assurés que nous faisons tout notre possible afin de solutionner l'affaire qui nous concerne. À ce propos, vous trouverez ci-joint une clé vous permettant d'accéder aux effets personnels que votre mère avait laissés dans sa chambre. Votre dévoué, Lord William Mortimer. Et...
Writing material. From what I see, no ink's ever been used on this quill. The smell reminds me of something. It smells like lemon. That's odd.
Ok, on a utilisé l'encre sympathique. Et...
The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch.
Pas de mal, je m'en suis pas encore trop servi de tout ça. Alors c'est laquelle qui permet de... Prochaine utilisation de compétences gratuite. Dévoile temporairement les immunités. Alors, je sais plus qui... 1, 2... Les altérations négatives, ok c'est marqué, affiche les immunités, prochaine utilisation de compétences gratuites.
Golden elixir.
Ok, l'élixir d'or, je sais plus à quoi ça sert par contre. Guérir les altérations négatives. Pour l'instant, on n'en a pas.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to
Il y
his
a des traces au sol.
Very jolly. Look, markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage. Oh, this bookcase is well stocked. Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round. A Voyage Around the World. The travel log of the explorer Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence. And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother? Found it. A faint sign of the order, barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room. I'm not far from solving the puzzle. I must keep searching.
Alors, faudrait que je puisse prendre une bougie. Apparemment, elle est écrite à l'encre sympathique. Un petit coffre.
Saint Jerome the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it. There's a note. Effects of Sarah de Richer to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it.
Ok, on a récupéré de la gelée royale, on va en prendre tout de suite. Et un fragment d'ambre. Je sais pas où on voit l'inventaire des fragments d'ambre. On va aller réexaminer le livre. Je pense que c'est ce qu'il faut qu'on fasse.
The paper's rougher around the writing. The paper's moist here. Very light stain, barely visible. And the smell reminds me of something. Come on, Louis, think. Think. Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind. She applied a liquid to the book. She must have used the writing materials. The quill has been used, but not with regular ink. A message using invisible ink. I bet she used a limit to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message?
Bien, alors pour révéler le message... Je peux prendre une lampe... Prendre l'encre, mais bon... On va pas mettre beaucoup utile.
Nothing.
Ah. Oh là là, il a mis la bougie allumée dans sa... dans sa veste. Mon Dieu.
Aha! It's working. The heat reveals the message. Let's see what my mother wrote. Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere. After that, she adds, beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected soldier. And that's its weakness. What is my mother trying to tell me? If you've gone to so much trouble, you must not have only found something important, but you must have also felt like you were in great danger. Now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical.
I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
Bon, je sais pas s'il y a grand chose à faire là. Je pense pas, hein.
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice strong coffee though.
Il y aurait des choses récupérées, mais je pense que j'ai déjà tout récupéré. Je pense pas qu'entre deux niveaux, il y ait des choses qui se régénèrent. Bon, je vois rien. Je vois rien de particulier. Je sais pas si j'ai pas assez en vigilance, peut-être. Ah, il y avait un truc là-bas? Non. On va rentrer. Je pense qu'il n'y a plus rien à faire ici. On va trouver le message de notre mère.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
Oui, clairement, ça serait bien d'aller faire un petit tour dans les chambres des autres. On va tenter de faire ça. On va y aller là. On va refaire le tour.
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. I'll see him later.
Ok, heureusement que je suis pas rentré. Je sais pas si on prend le risque de tomber nez à nez avec eux.
That's the door to Elizabeth's room.
Chambre d'Elisabeth. Oui, ça m'intéresse ça.
For God's sakes, what happened in here?
Ah ouais, c'est un peu le bordel. Il y a un pentacle au sol. Plein de trucs écrits sur les murs. Ça me semble sacrément perché, elle. Hein. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on peut trouver dans tout ça?
A chest with a half circle pattern.
M'éloigner au cas où je trouve la clé dans la chambre, ça serait bête de consommer des points. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Hop, une croix de Malte.
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals. These are magnesium crystals. A fairly effective remedy for easing anxiety.
Ok, qu'est-ce qu'on peut trouver d'autre? On va ouvrir la fenêtre, c'est verrouillé. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce truc? Clé à 5 cercles, on a trouvé la clé. 30 novembre 1792, ma chère sœur, j'ai vécu l'annulation d'une retrouvaille comme un coup de poignard dans le cœur. Père m'a assuré que c'était pour ton bien, mais je ne peux pas m'empêcher de lui en vouloir. Il prétend que ton état s'est détérioré, que te rencontrer pourrait être dangereux pour nous deux. Si seulement je savais où tu te trouves, crois-moi, je serais déjà à tes côtés. Je n'ai reçu aucune nouvelle de toi depuis très longtemps. Écris-moi ta sœur qui t'aime, Abigail.
3rd November, 1791.
Et la plusieurs des lettres. Elisabeth, je désespère et commence à douter de l'intérêt de t'écrire encore. Je ne suis même pas persuadé que tu reçoives bien tous mes courriers. Père contrôle de plus en plus mes correspondances, je suis convaincu qu'il filtre nos échanges. Heureusement, l'une des femmes de chambre aide à te faire parvenir mes lettres, mais je n'ai jamais eu aucune réponse de ta part. Pense souvent à toi, quotidiennement, et prie quotidiennement de pouvoir enfin te serrer dans mes bras. Nous avons tellement de temps à rattraper, je t'en supplie, réponds-moi, ta sœur qui t'aime, Abigail. Hier, cette horrible femme est encore venue. C'est longuement entretenu avec mon père. Je n'ai pas pu comprendre car il s'exprime en français, mais je suis sûr que c'est toi qui parle. Donc ça va être ma mère. Ma chère Elisabeth, ta dernière lettre m'a beaucoup inquiété. Tes mots étaient tellement froids, comme si les émotions n'avaient plus pris sur toi. Père maintient que les effets secondaires de tes traitements te perturbent encore, mais qu'ils cesseront bientôt. Dois-je le croire? Ok. Pièce de collection. Partage en plein milieu de la pièce. On va aller ouvrir le coffre. Encore une lettre. Chère Elisabeth, je t'écris pour t'informer d'une bien triste nouvelle. Nous ne pourrons nous voir comme convenu le premier dimanche de mai. J'ai appris que tu ne te sentais pas mieux et malheureusement les frères et moi sommes absolument dépassés par la charge de travail qui nous incombe pour gouverner ce nouveau pays. Je te prie de nous excuser dès que nous pourrons nous libérer. Ne serait-ce qu'une journée, je te promets que nous reviendrons te voir. Ton père qui t'aime, John Adams. Bon, en tout cas, on n'a pas trouvé le manifeste de Washington qui dit qu'il l'a laissé à l'intérieur. Hein. Nous aurait-il menti?
A chest with a half circle pattern.
Ah, je croyais que j'avais récupéré une clé, mais non, apparemment. Bon, on va déverrouiller.
An untutored hand copied these notes. Looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible. The note suggests binding the feet and hands, then blocking the jaws using a piece of cloth to prevent the tongue from being sectioned. That looks like a method to control an epileptic fit. I wonder if Elizabeth is the one being treated for that illness.
Il y a un bouquin.
A novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society.
Il est immunisé à la psychologie, il faudra s'en souvenir. Oula, je suis intoxiqué. Vous avez utilisé 4 consommables au cours d'une quête. Oula. Utilisez l'élixir d'or pour vous soigner. Et soigner. Alors, on va se faire choper à fouiller partout là. On peut pas y aller là. Là non plus. Alors, elle est où la chambre de Jacques Pérou? J'ai déjà passé un ici, hein, je crois. Alors, c'est pas là, Jacques Pérou. Ouais, c'est là. Il y a Napoléon derrière. Ah, on peut entrer. Heureusement que j'ai débloqué Subterfuge, franchement. Croix de Malte, je suis à blind là, je sais plus ce que ça fait, Croix de Malte.
The Prince by Machiavelli. A perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition. That might come in handy.
Ok, immunité à politique.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost. It's a beautiful weapon, my dearest son.
Très cher fils, je me permets de t'écrire un nouveau afin de t'implorer d'agir vite. La situation se dégrade rapidement ici. Paoli continue d'orienter notre mère patrie, la Corse, vers une guerre ouverte entre la France et l'Angleterre. Les hommes sont partout, nous nous cachons désormais afin de ne pas rester plus de 2 jours au même endroit. Je ne serais pas étonné qu'ils s'en prennent à nous très prochainement. Dépêche-toi mon fils. Tiens notre destin entre ta main, ta mère qui t'aime. Un bicorne orné d'une cocarde. Et... il a l'air d'y avoir quelque chose. On va quand même essayer de se speeder un poil parce que... quand même dans un endroit où on n'est pas censé être. Cher Napoléon, comme convenu, je vous invite à vous joindre à nous en janvier sur une île afin de participer au rendez-vous mondain organisé par l'occasion. Nous aurons l'occasion de rediscuter de notre projet d'un nouvel ordre pour la France. J'ai une proposition à vous faire concernant vos envies de placer un homme fort à la tête de la France. Je vous fais confiance pour rester discret sur votre venue. De placer un homme fort à la tête de la France. Lui, j'imagine. Et Mortimer va l'aider exactement comme il s'est passé aux États-Unis. Pas trop ce que c'est que ça. Ça a l'air d'être un mec qui... 4 fragments d'or, votre nombre de points d'effort maximum augmente de 1. Super.
Amber.
Ça a l'air d'être un mec qui décide un petit peu des orientations du monde. Mortimer. Je pense qu'il n'y a plus rien à fouiller. Ok, bon on n'a plus qu'à prendre l'escalier parce que je crois qu'on va avoir fait le tour. Oui c'est ça, on est revenu à la chambre. Alors peut-être que je peux aller fouiller la chambre de notre ami Amy. Ah je peux pas. Je peux pas, il y a un mec. Ça? Ouais, il y a un...
Might be better to take a different stairway.
Je peux pas prendre cet escalier, faut que je fasse le tour. Super. Et donc plutôt que faire tout le tour en fait, il voulait qu'on fouille la chambre d'Elisabeth et de Napoléon apparemment. Alors descendons.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet. I really need to talk to you.
Is this about last night?
No, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure it was a little bit my fault too.
There's no excuse for that man's horrible behavior. You ought to tell Sir Home.
Look, the only thing that I care about is that I've lost something precious. I'm not worried about Jacques Peru.
How's your eye?
I've had worse.
Please accept my apologies. If I'd stepped in sooner, you wouldn't have gotten that.
My eye's nothing. Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
My mother came here to do business with Lord Mortimer, but she seems to have gone missing. So I'm here to find her.
I know your mother very well.
If I understand rightly, you share a common past?
Are you saying I've made it all up? You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated.
Ok, donc on a débloqué un talon. Il nous permet de...
And next you're going to tell me my mother's also responsible for that scar on your head?
My heart stopped twice during the operation. I lost my memory for 6 months. You obviously have no idea of the abuse your mother inflicted on me.
Wait. There must be some kind of mistake.
My only mistake was ever meeting your mother.
She's able to describe every detail without hesitation or getting flustered. It's becoming difficult not to believe the poor girl.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
Oh, ce seigneur va côté dans la plaie.
You're right. I don't want this conversation to turn into an interrogation. You've suffered enough already. I respect your silence. Please excuse me.
Well, thank you.
Bon, j'avais débloqué
I know your little
compétences
game.
gratuites.
You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they?
Et tu comptes pour ta sœur, mademoiselle.
Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
She's the only one who cares about me. I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her. Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's coming for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
Bien, il va falloir être un poil malin parce que j'ai plus de choses pour recharger les points d'effort que j'ai en bas à gauche. Pourquoi on peut lui
What can I
parler?
do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Yes. What can I find on the second floor?
That floor is strictly reserved for Lord Mortimer, sir. In the west wing, on the second floor, are his private chambers. In the east wing are the rooms reserved for Lord Mortimer's personal guests. At the moment, these rooms are reserved for Sir Holm, sir. But only authorized guests may access that area. Does Sir have any more questions?
What is outside on the island exactly?
Lord Mortimer has made a point of keeping the main part of the island in its natural state, sir. For security reasons, only the wharves and the gardens are accessible to guests. If Sir would like to walk along the wharves, he has only to follow the pathway used upon his arrival. If he would like to walk in the interior gardens of the manor, I would advise Sir to pass through the portrait gallery. May I help Sir in any other way?
Galerie des portraits.
Yes. Can you briefly describe the ground floor, please?
Very well, sir. On the ground floor, there are mainly living rooms. Sir finds himself at present in the Grand Hall. From the Grand Hall, Sir can access, on one side, the small salon where the guests like to relax with a good book. From there, Sir can access the conference room, which is closed at present for preparations. That is where Lord Mortimer likes to gather all of his guests for talks. From the other side of the Grand Hall, Sir may access the dining room. That is where Sir's meals will be served. From the dining room, Sir may benefit from an exceptional view overlooking the island. It is also the best way to access the portrait gallery,
Ok, la galerie des portraits.
where a large part of Lord
Là qu'il faut aller.
Mortimer's works are exhibited. And in the gallery, Sir will also find access to the garden. But Sir may be reassured the building is accessible on both sides, so that it surrounds the garden in question. So, Sir should not find cause to worry. No one has ever gotten lost.
Except for my mother.
Has Sir another question?
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps Sir would like to know something else?
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
On peut lui demander de l'ambre.
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
Oula, 5 points. Non. Éviter. Ah, à moins que... Si je fais une utilisation de compétences gratos.
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
No point in lying, you know. I know full well you haven't got any.
I would never think of lying, sir. I don't believe I am authorized to give it away, that is all.
Amber? Here? I'd be surprised.
Yet I assure you, sir,
No, you're pulling my leg. I don't believe you.
I wouldn't dare to joke with Sir.
Yeah, sure. You're just leading me on. I dare you to show it to me, if you really have some.
Well then, sir, here is a piece.
Ah, right. Well, I'm impressed. Can you lend it to me for a minute?
Of course, sir. Here.
Wow, I can hardly believe it. Well, I have other questions.
Of course, sir. But, sir, I believe you haven't given me back the amber, sir.
What? What amber?
The piece I gave to sir.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. You really ought to look after your things. And it can't be easy to come across amber in these parts.
Well, does sir desire anything else?
Bon, j'ai plutôt été malin. Quoi ça déjà je sais plus. Élixir d'or, non, croix de mal, c'est l'eau de Mélisse, je crois. Manuscrit?
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir. And I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Ah, 3 points, ça coûte trop cher là.
Hang on, but it's mine.
Beg pardon, sir?
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
With all due respect, sir, I hope sir will understand that I have doubts. You see, I found it in Lord Mortimer's library.
Well, there you are then. That's exactly where I left it.
I am quite put out, sir. I don't know what to say.
In that case, I suggest you say nothing and hand it over.
But
Now.
But sir, Very well, sir. Here you are. May sir take good care of it. it is damaged.
And you've damaged it as well? Well, bravo. Bravo.
No, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me, sir.
Say pardon.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There were some other things I wanted to go over with you.
A little Carmelite water would do me a lot of good. Could you find me some, please?
Oh, the tonics are under lock and key, sir. Lord Mortimer only allows access to them in cases of emergency.
Bon, on va abandonner. Ok. Bon, il va falloir être malin, parce qu'on n'a plus beaucoup de points.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the King's table.
I am delighted to hear it.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I should feel better too, as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauterne, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift.
Oh, elle a l'air touchée.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
Pleure pas, madame.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
My lord, I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur...
Louis Moras de Richet.
De Richet. De Richet. a name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
I am just a simple French citizen.
Really? Oh, you seem nothing like a commoner. Especially compared to that wretch over there sharing our meal.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
Lord Mortimer has invited Napoleon along to negotiate an important commercial venture.
Nothing strange about that.
And the Golden Order is somehow involved.
What? Our order? Are you sure?
That's what I read in the letter from Mortimer to Napoleon.
This information is important. Thank you, Louis.
Monsieur de Richet, it would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
Oh, il n'y a pas de garde-corps. Vous avez pas peur, les mecs, hein?
Lord Mortimer and the
Reste
Golden
près du
Order,
bord.
through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis.
I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
Étiquette.
Surely such an amount will buy twice as many cannons. Don't try to pull a fast one on me. We're both young, but we are not naive.
Please don't be offended. I just wanted to make sure you knew what you were talking about. And I am reassured. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
I don't know how to remedy the situation without re-establishing a solid
Ah
monarchy.
merde, j'ai fait un misclick.
We've tried a republic, but
Bon, je vais avoir une deuxième
the
chance.
situation we're in now that it's not
Pas appuyé au bon endroit, j'étais trop
We ought to
vite.
return to a monarchy.
Allez.
That makes no sense at all, my friend. The monarchy is a privileged caste who have forever built their prestige by crushing and controlling the people.
I think what France is lacking today is a truly strong leader ready to govern her. Someone who will restore her luster, who will propel her forward so once again she becomes a proud nation respected by all. A man capable of both rebuilding the country from the inside and
Alors j'ai une
at the same time
vulnérabilité, je
developing
crois, il faut que
exterior
je prenne
relations. Someone with a
les
vision,
opérations.
I think.
Voilà.
The right person still remains to be found.
You're right, my friend. I hear your words and I agree. Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his
Bon, mis
trust
à
in
part
me.
Jacques Perrou,
I hope
qui
to
est
work
pas
with
notre
you
pote.
in the very near future.
Je
I
pense
would
que
like
Washington,
to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
le
Reflection on the revolution
cardinal
of France. Monsieur
Émilie
Bonaparte,
et Napoléon
I
sont
thank you for
plutôt
this
de
gesture.
notre côté.
Please know that I too am
Plutôt
delighted
pas
to
mal.
have met you.
J'adore la tête de notre héros.
Friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington. Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Ok, on a fini un chapitre supplémentaire, vin et canon. J'ai trouvé le message caché par ma mère dans le livre. On a tout réussi? Ok. On a tout fait. Je pense qu'on va gagner pas mal d'XP là. Ok. Oh, 8 points disponibles, c'est énorme. On peut débloquer étiquette. On peut débloquer conviction. Agilité. Interrogatoire. Ouais, là, il faut beaucoup de points pour aller débloquer le niveau 2. Un point pour occultisme, je vais pas me faire prier. Pareil pour étiquette. Et votre corrélation va vraiment plus rarement contre les gens. Je pense que je vais quand même débloquer ça. Interrogatoire, ça peut 3 points, je pourrais le débloquer. Manipulation. Ou conviction permet. Manifeste votre attitude. Bloquer ça et je vais aller prendre un point là, je pense. Interrogatoire la prochaine fois. Ou alors je vais débloquer interrogatoire. Je sais plus qu'est-ce que j'ai comme bouquin. En détective, ça paraît quand même logique d'avoir interrogatoire. Allez, je vais aller chercher ça. C'est bien si j'avais un bouquin sur interrogatoire ou manipulation. C'est chouette. On va s'arrêter là pour cette vidéo. Maintenant qu'on a réparti les points, parce que le chapitre suivant va démarrer. Et on va se retrouver... avec ensuite à choisir le bouquin. Donc merci à vous en tout cas. Et à très bientôt pour de nouvelles aventures sur The Council. Salut à tous!